Good afternoon. Yes, it's 1 o'clock. I was very busy this morning making some really good deals. Okay, and I'll get into that in a minute. First, it's 63 degrees out, slightly windy. The high is only going to be 67, but look how beautiful it is. I've been really busy. First of all, boom, cut down that bush, and I've been working out there because I'm trying to cut down as much of these as I can. These are the echinaceas, and I'm just going to make a big bend of them. And then when the ladies come, they can just take handfuls and take what they want. Make it a lot easier for me. And my arm is so sore though from cutting down like 3 or 4 bushes. And then I did a ton of watering yesterday. And then of course, as soon as it got dark, I went out and turned off my water. A couple hours later, it was raining. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I did get out here and snip off some of the heads of the marigolds, and see, they're still a little bit wet from the rain. Still see some dewdrops. Take a chunk out of that one. Just irritating. Look how pink that is. Oh, anyway, so then this morning I hear like this semi truck, like a truck like that. That's a big bread truck from the 1953, but it was a big truck like that. I could hear him driving up and down these roads, and the truck was so loud, and there's no way I can do videos with that going on. It's just it was too loud, and I like the peaceful quietness or whatever. So anyway, he turned on this road. He was down there somewhere, and then he came up and he turned on this road, and I was like, I came running out here because I was like, man, because I thought maybe he was like trying to repossess something. Like, I was thinking more along the lines of like a cargo container, because there are quite a few cargo containers here in town. And I know that a lot of them are like rent to own, and like used to be back in 2015, 16, 17, and 18, they were only like $2,500 for like an 8x10, and they were like $4,000 for like a 10x20. Because I looked at getting one, and then of course everything changes, and now they're just astronomical, and you can rent them. Well, for a while I saw that you could rent them for $99 a month or something. Anyway, blah 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 blah. The prices are out crazy. So that's what I thought he was looking for, because there's a ton of different places, and maybe he was confused because we don't have mailboxes out here. You just have to know the house of the street that you're going to, because there's no identification marks on the buildings, because we don't have mailboxes. We all go to the post office. Anyway, so he's like, the truck is so loud, he can't even hear me. Okay, and I'm like he was like already past this corner down here, and I was like trying to wave him, and he went, and I couldn't see after he got past the trees. So I was like, oh, he went on to the main highway, and then, or maybe he was just trying to turn around to loop, maybe he missed his turn or something. And then, so I go back in the house for a second and to get my phone and all that kind of stuff. And then I can hear him coming up this road, this side road over here. And so I was like, no way, he's going to be out front. So I scrambled to get out front to try to flag him down. And luckily my son-in-law saw him too, and he came out. And the guy saw my son-in-law, and then he saw me. And then, see, that's what I did for the, I don't know. Oh, my goodness, they're just munching that away. I'm just so mesmerized by these sunflowers over here, even though there's like a ton of birds. Those ones up there, look how beautiful that is. Against that blue sky. So pretty. Anyway, So he says to, I say, hey, are you looking for somebody? I pulled that weird radish. It's like a gigantic white radish. And it was that big of a hole, like huge. Anyway, so I asked him what, who is he, what was he looking for or whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm looking for cars or whatever, that nobody wants anymore. He came out here and I guess something a deal fell through or whatever, and so he was just like aimlessly driving around for a minute. And so I was like, oh dude, we have a car out front. All my car, believe it or not, I know these cars don't look like they move, but all my cars work. One is my mother's, who passed away, which I'm trying to save for my sister. And but I think I'm going to end up selling it and then just giving her the money. But I want to make sure that that's what she really wants to do. I'm not sure. Like that one, I'm still on the fence. And then my Jetta, that's my Jetta. I've had it for years, like 12 years. I put so much money into it. It's insane. And now I need a new wiring harness. So I don't trust driving it because it needs a new wiring harness. So I got to replace that. And then my SUV my son is borrowing right now. So I need to cut this one down for sure. Anyway, so we had the silver car out front that was my son-in-law's uncle that he abandoned like 4 years ago. And that's 2 cars that we got rid of this year. My friend Nancy had a car here, and the guy finally came and picked it up because she'd sold it. And then we got rid of this other one. And anyway, so it was for free or whatever. Anyway, I told him, I said, well, we have 2 broke down washers and 2 broke down dryers. Do you know a scrap person or whatever? And he said if he gets another call, or if I find another person that wants to get rid of a just abandoned car, that he will come out here and he will take both my broke down washer and dryers. That's the problem. We don't have any place out here. It's 100 miles to like the nearest scrapyard, one way. So I got the guy's number and I was like, oh my goodness, I will tell so many people about you, because it's really hard for us to get rid of things that we just don't want. Big items, unless we find the right person that wants it. That's how it is. Anyway, look how luscious this looks. So let's move on from the tow truck guy that I chased down. So cool though. I'm so glad, because we got rid of a car that was parked out front that was abandoned 4 years ago. But anyway, so feel the blessings. I feel it like it's a blessing. Look how pink this has gotten. And this looks so much better with everything chopped down. This is looking good. These are so pretty. I love those. Oh, I cut down the big pink echinacea that was right here. There might have been another one in here. I think I cut 2 down prior. And there was a really big one right there. And then I came over here and I was working. Look at the change. Whoa. Still have to work in this section. But my mom is really super tall because this one blocked its light. But I cut down this echinacea. I left one because it hasn't bloomed out yet. And these I folded up so that I could work around them. And that way maybe the seeds will flop into there. So my pink mum is really tall and stringy. Usually it's short. So I think I'm going to have to put something back here to prop it up. Oh, it's really wet. Really wet. And this, look at the asparagus. Craziness. And it is like really doubled a lot. And I'm going to transplant in spring. I have some asparagus that I planted over there 4 years ago. Which if I leave it alone, I can eat that asparagus this year. Or this upcoming year. Because it'll be old enough to eat it. Which is what I should do. Just let it grow. Cut down my one batch. dig it up, and then transplant it over here. This stuff I grew from seed. That stuff I grew from a root ball that I bought at the store. So, but this all came from direct seed. And a lot of it's from seeds from over there, because when that would seed out, I would chop down the cow seed. It's starting to get seeds right there. I would chop it down when it was all full of seeds and lay it down in this bed back here. And that's how I got these. So, I'm going to transplant the mother plants over here and not have a flower bed up against the wall over there. And then I still have to pull out all this. And then I was working over here. That is a garlic. And this is a new batch of garlic seeds. So I'm going to finish letting those. I'm going to let those go down there. And these, look how big this is a garlic. That thing is so huge. Like, man, is that big. Like, that gives you an idea. I figure I'm going to clean this out. I want to leave the dirt in it because it's such a pain for me to get more dirt. I have to buy dirt. But I found this place right at the beginning of the Pine where the guy makes his own mulch and dirt and stuff from like out here. So I want to stop in there and talk to him and look at that dirt and see if that's the kind of dirt I want to roll with. And go from there. Because I really like the dirt out here. It's just I don't really have, it's flat. So unless you're going to go dig a big hole somewhere, you're really not going to get very much dirt. And the dirt that I was able to get is when I built these sidewalks, I floofed the dirt over. And that's how I got the dirt that I've got. So, you know, that's how that works. And then I threw, okay, so today I was thinking I would crawl in here somewhere. I don't even know where to start. I was thinking right here, because it looks like there's like a space back here, and start attacking like this stuff. And like get this maybe from here to over there cut down and piled up, and then cut all the heads off of that, and or I could just go along and just clip the tops and then let a few of these other ones, maybe they'll bud out. I don't know. I guess that's a good test that I could do on these. And then maybe I can work this way and maybe get, you know, from one tree. I don't doubt I'll get all that done one day, but work this way like that. And then a couple more days. I'm going to wait till the day on Saturday morning and come out here and cut down sunflower heads of the sunflower heads that I don't want. And put all those in a pile, and then they can just take the heads, and then they can pick however many they want. And then I want to try to pull this out and this corner piece out today, because I have to divide those up and put those like in a bag, because they burst seeds when they go. So I want to pull those out and start, although this one's still blooming. So is that one really. But I'm going to try to find some. There's some over there. I'm going to find some that I can pull out and put in separate containers, separate bags. And then that way, you know, they don't have to try to grab a handful of those. It's just be impossible. I've already thought about that. It's just not feasible. And then, like, the more and more stuff dies down, like I really want to pull all this Bachelor buttons and all the Johnny Jumpers out of here and clean up, because my lilies hated it. And then I'm going to go and buy at least 1 to 2 bags of dirt, and then come out here after I've got this all weeded down or whatever, or not dirt, bark, and this dirt bark, whatever you call it, the mixture, and do all that around my lilies so that my lilies will have a better chance. They did awful this year. They were overcrowded. I don't think they got enough sun, and I think that they were fighting for the water. So I'm going to cut out any under whatever pieces, and it'll just be lilies here, and then my garlic on the corner. That's how I'm going to leave it. And then if I want anything extra, it's going to have to be in... I want to take this container out and hang that one somewhere else, and then hang that teapot one right here, because it's cuter, and put like petunias or something in it. Again, that's with the petunias being up out here in the middle of the garden. It's like, I think if the petunias need to be more on the side here, or in hanging baskets of some kind, but away from the garden, because they get too watered out here, too much water. And all the stuff that's out here wants a lot of water, all except for the petunias. So the petunias have to move. And it's not a necessary plant, it's just for looks. Ooh, look how waterlogged that is. I need to fix the drainage. And ooh, those ones are too. Pull them out. Well, as soon as they sprout roots and take, then I can move them, and they won't get waterlogged. They'll be in more of a drier area. If it gets less watered, they'll be up higher. I don't know. I do need to come through and chomp, 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 chomp. Okay, so how long is this? 17 minutes? This is getting insane with this jabbering. Jabbering, jabbering, jabbering. So that's what I was working on. So this side of the yard is starting to look... Oh, there's a bird just running across my yard. He thinks he's cool. So I'm working back towards that way to that long bed. And then I can wrap around, and kind of skipped a little bit here and there. Oh, and I'm pulling... my friend's coming over, and we're going to pull these radishes today. And not radishes, beets. And behind them, those big tall things, those are radishes. I pulled one out, and it was like a monster radish. Like, I don't even think they're edible, because I let them go. But there's these monster beets down here. So all of those have to be pulled out. And it is a different kind of beet, because I was like, man, the leaves look so much different than the ones I had last year. They were red and green and beautiful, and I loved them. These never did that, so I didn't know. That's why I didn't know these ones were beets. But my friend's taking them all anyway, because she's going to can them and do all this kind of stuff. So those are going. But she wants to pull one of these radishes. I told her to go for it. But they've gone to seed. And I don't know if the birds... Because I don't know if the birds were eating the seeds out of them, or what the deal is. Or if they just get to a certain thing and then they just pop open and the seeds drop. Because I'm leaving all of this next year where all these seeds are dropping. I'm just going to let radishes grow here. And then I'll know that they're radishes because there'll be so many. Because, I mean, look, each one of these pods is full of seeds. Can't see, but there's seeds down inside there. this one-handed. See, there's seeds in there. So there are seeds in here. There probably won't be as many as I think. And we'll see if they can even hack it through one of these winters out here. Yeah, see, look, I think that the birds ate all the seeds, though, because look at how annihilated this one is. I mean, And that's okay. If they want to eat radish seeds, go for it. Ooh, wouldn't that be amazing if there was just wild radishes growing everywhere? That'd be so crazy. But I do think that these are really pretty. These are like 5 feet tall. 4 to 5 feet tall. Like, and they come in purple and white flowers. And I mean, these are monsters. And that would be so cool if there was just wild radishes growing all over town. That'd be hilarious. Everybody's just go out and get themselves a radish out of the yard. Anyway, peace, love, and happiness. Super glad that you watched my... Oh, we've got a bloomage right here. Another poppy. And we'll see what I'll be able to get done for the next vlog for tomorrow. Man, these deer are just loving this broccoli. Next year, it's going to be caged. Because I definitely wanted to get broccoli this year, and I'm so bummed that I didn't get it. Maybe it was just supposed to be for the leaves. I don't know. I never saw one head, no nothing, grow out. It's only leaves that are coming. So I don't know. But the deer love it. Absolutely love it. I got no seeds, no flower, no nothing from it. Try next year. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day, week, hour, minute, second, year, lifetime. And we will talk to you tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. So, just a few hours away and it'll be tomorrow. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so it'll be quite a few. All right. I will see you guys later. Bye.